Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, 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 it's messed up. Yo, what's up, what's up? Yo, what's good, everybody? What's good, everybody? Yo, today is the 123rd episode. Yeah, you know it, and I love it. We're here today, you know what I'm saying, to welcome a coming comedian to the show. And this is the In Your Face show. And I would like to introduce y'all to the funny man, Mr. Janize.
What's
Annie,
up?
what's goody?
What's good? What's good? I'm
How's your
doing
day
good.
going, brother?
So far it's cool. So far it's cool, man. Every day is busy. I'm tired already. I woke up and I was tired.
I feel you, man. I feel you, man. So where do we start? Where do we start, my brother? Where do we start? So man, what inspired you to get into this world, man, of comedy?
Comedy. Uh, I would say doing stand up. I just recently started doing that 3 years ago. Uh, First show was before the pandemic, but I was always doing some shit. As a kid, family always talking about, hey, you need to get on stage, go do some jokes or something. But low key, I was always scared to do that shit. To be honest with you, because comedy is hard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That shit is hard. It's difficult to do, and you get up there, you tell a joke, and nobody laugh. That
Damn.
shit. That's the worst feeling in the world. That you think going up trying to get a chick number and her saying "get the fuck out of my face" is bad? No, try telling the joke and then nobody laugh at your ass. Tell your ass to get off the stage. That's the biggest fear. So that kept me from doing it for a long time. But I've been meaning to jump into it for a while, man. Just being jokes and along, just class clown and stuff. So I figured I'd jump up here and just see what I can do. You know what I'm talking about? I've been wanting to do it for a while though, since I was a kid. So
Right. So about the comedy world, man, I hear that it's very, you know, very mean, like out there, man. Very tough out there. So have you gotten your fair share of, movement out there, man? Moving and shaking?
yeah, that's true though. The competitiveness with comedy, man, is crazy. Uh, and like you would think everybody's out to look for each other, but everybody out trying to get their 15 minutes of fame, and there ain't nobody taking on their wing in this business right now. And everybody feeling like it's not enough light for everybody, and not enough line for everybody, and that's not true. So that does make it tough. That makes they put a lot of press on anybody that's coming out. There's a lot of fake love, a lot of that going on. Oh man, that was a tight show. That was a good show. Next thing you know, they talking mess behind your back. You know what I'm talking about? So I found that out just after I started doing shows. I learned that, man. And
You gotta comment. Somebody commented.
oh
Been a
yeah,
clown. You've been a clown since we was kids. I was a ball growing up with him. From
oh yeah,
Sabrina, gotta love her, Handy.
that's a cousin. Um, she They tied me up one time. They tied me up. We were supposed to be in bed. We all stayed at somebody's house on the weekend. We were supposed to be in bed, and we were like, okay, we're gonna tie you up and we're gonna get you free. All right, but y'all gonna let me out, right? Yeah. Okay. So they tie my ass up on the chair. Then her mama come in and they just leave my ass there. Now I get an ass whooping tied up. My ass is tied up, and I gotta get an ass whooping.
Oh shit!
I tell that story every time with them. They know that was fucked up. They just left my ass and turned the light off. So I'm in the dark.
Oh shit! Them black ass whippings, them motherfuckers last a lifetime. Fucking shit. Plus, get hit with a stitching cord, with shoes, everything.
Man, look, she did my auntie the way my auntie the way she get ass whooping. She don't even got a seat. She just wing blind hit. I don't know. I already told the story. Tell me to tune in so she can understand where y'all left my ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna whip your ass tied to that chair, tied to that chair.
What was fucked up about it is that why I gotta get an ass whooping when you know I'm tied up. I ain't got no chance to run, block, dodge.
Was it? Hold on. Was it was you sitting on a chair or was you like just tied up to like something like in your house or whatever?
I don't know what game we was playing. I don't know who came up with a damn game. That don't even sound like a damn game we supposed to be playing. I was tied up to the chair. I don't know where the hell she got to tie knots.
Oh shit!
Because they didn't get no ass up him. She was done.
She said, you told us to do it. She told us to. It was 3 a.m.
I didn't tell her to do nothing.
Wow.
I did. I don't know what I was thinking. What the hell is he doing at 3 a.m. drinking Kool-Aid and no dose? Just up doing shit. That's why we got to ask for him.
See, I got. Oh my god.
After I got an ass whooping, that's what my auntie told me. I know you're gonna be a comedian one day. Hey, what that got to do with the ass whooping you just gave it?
Oh man. So I got a question. So what was your proudest accomplishment like so far?
I got my GED. My kids talk shit about that all the damn time. They get mad. They got to do homework and shit. They got to do math. My son don't want me to help him. Talking about, well, I'm gonna ask mom because this is not you got a GED, so I don't know if you know this. You 6.
So what happened to the rap career? How did that go for you?
Oh, that was just a phase. I do have a skill to rap and freestyle and write rhymes, but after I seen how soiled the game is as far as rap is, I ain't even feeling that no more because it seems like it's too tainted right now. I can't do the mumble rap. They call it there's another style, but I don't know. I can't do that either. I'm just straight with rhymes, writing stuff out. So I just stopped doing it altogether, and that's what a lot of folks is doing. They throwing the towel in on that.
Okay.
So damn. I just knew I had to get up on the mic somehow, but
How do you handle, the stress getting up on stage, stress and pressure getting up on stage, man?
Oh yeah, that was no. I used to think that drinking was a way to get past that stage fright. This is just beginning, and I learned after experience that that was the wrong way of doing it. It did work, but now you're on stage drunk. It's hard to perform when you're
Mm-hmm.
fucking drunk. You know what I'm talking about? So now it's just focusing on the goal, you know, and then and on the material, and not worrying about anything flopping. And then just if you
Right,
put
right.
everything in God's hands, and you realize that God got you, whether it go good or not, and you ain't, pressure falls off. So that's how I handle
Right,
all that.
right, right,
So I can get on any
right.
stage. I don't care how many people are there. I'm talking about, and do whatever. So
Right.
yeah,
Have you
man.
ever been booed off stage?
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen. I get on more stages, get on more venues, and once I start doing it, it probably will happen. And that's just gonna be a learning experience.
Right, 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 right.
I'm not gonna take that to heart. I'm not gonna let that hurt me or stop anything. So it hasn't happened yet. I've seen it happen. I've seen it
Oh
happen,
shit.
and it's heartbreaking.
How
Because
did you feel when you first saw it?
well, after I got done booing too, uh, felt real
Damn, you was
bad
booed
about it.
too?
Yeah, I felt real bad about it because he started walking home and he drove there, so I know he was sad. So
Damn, how the hell
it
he
just started
drove
raining
there?
outside. It just got dramatic as hell. I was like, damn, bro, it's all right, man. Shit, next time, next time. Nah,
How
it's
the hell?
man. That's why I said it's hard. It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch. That's why I say it's even harder to be up there when that happens. If it's that hard to watch, imagine it happening.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So it's crazy, man. But it's definitely part of deal, part of the whole thing, man. You got to be ready to get up there and be ready to go through that. And heckling, that's another thing.
Have you ever been heckled?
Oh, yeah, I get heckled all the time.
How do
I
you
like
handle it?
heckles, huh?
How do you handle it?
Oh, I use it. I use shit like the force, for real, because that's one of the best skills to develop is to learn how to use heckling as part of your set. Instead of getting embarrassed and getting pressured and getting upset and then completely crashing your whole show. So I love the heckling because
Mm.
you start heckling, you bring yourself on the stage with me. So now, you know, your face is about to get, hit the floor or something. So you just got to keep coming with it, man. As long as you got the material and wit to hit back, fire back, then you good.
I feel you. I feel you.
I got kids. So with people with kids, we always got some fire back. We always got some shit to say. That's where you learn that from.
Right, 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 right. Oh, what is the biggest challenge you faced while doing this line of work, doing this type of work? You know what I mean? As a comedian, the biggest challenge you ever faced.
Uh, shit, I can't even recall that. Probably just jumping on that first stage. That was a challenge. It was a challenge because I didn't have a set. I didn't have nothing laid out.
Mm-hmm.
And dude told me, okay, get up there. In 8 to 10 minutes, I'm gonna flash you. And this was a sold out show. We sold the show out. I'm the opening act. So I'm like, damn, I gotta do 10 minutes and I ain't got no material. So that was a challenge to develop at least 5 minutes of material before I got up there. And then I used that 5 minutes and built off of it. And and it was a good show after that. I killed the show on top of that. So that was actually a challenge.
Okay, okay. Like, how do you feel about the comedic industry as we speak? How do you feel about it?
I feel like it's the rawest art form that has it can't be changed. It's untamed. It's unscripted. It's the most challenging. I think it takes some of the most talent. Again, you
Hmm.
gotta write your own material. You gotta write your own performance. You gotta do everything by yourself. You can't have
Right.
nobody. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure if anybody writes for people. These comedians. But I felt like if someone wrote my material,
I know they
it would
still, I know they steal material, but I don't know if they write material for people.
that too. Yeah, they do steal material. They do that. Um, but like I heard stuff like I'm not sure for sure like Kevin Hart, he has people help write his material. And a lot of stuff that he does.
I
Uh,
mean, a lot of people do that because, I mean, I guess their busy schedule. But if you're really, strong and gifted at what you do, then you don't have to try to move the crowd. You have to just move it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gifted. Use your gift as a way to move the crowd
yeah,
instead of trying to move the crowd. What I mean by that is let the crowd, let your gift work for you. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for anything you do in the world, anything you do in entertainment, anything you do, whether when it comes to your gift, when it comes to your gift, like, you're a comedian. You know what I'm saying? You're naturally funny. That's a gift.
yeah,
You know what I mean? You naturally use it to your ability. You know what I'm saying?
and that's one argument that came up too. Because one argument I was talking with some other comedians, we said, can comedy be taught, or is this
It could,
something that you got or you don't?
I mean, in a sense, it could be taught in a way to tell jokes, but if you're not telling it the way it relates to the people, you know what I'm saying, then, you know,
Yeah,
anybody can make somebody laugh, but
that's what
can
I'm
you
saying.
keep them laughing? Can you keep butts in the seats?
Yeah, can you keep them going and sell tickets?
Hmm.
So that was the question. Can someone write you a whole set, tell you how to do it, and you get up there and deliver it with fire? If you're trained, like, can you be trained to do that, or do you need talent? You need to be talented in order to either take something someone wrote or take something you wrote and get up there and deliver it.
I mean, it can happen, but the thing about it is that's where your gift come into full. If you ain't got that gift to back up those jokes, and you just telling dry jokes and shit, not many people gonna laugh at it. I
Yeah,
mean, if it's fixed, if it's like, because I've seen a lot of comedians that's fixed. You know what I'm saying? That try to be funny instead of just relaxing and just being funny. You know what I mean?
that's one thing I was asked about too. I was asked,
Hell yeah.
um,
Showmanship is a must. Yes, it is. Because whether it is anything you're doing, having charisma and winning the crowd over, winning your fans over, winning the people that's watching you over. That's confidence. That's I know I got this shit. I know I'm the best. That's
yeah,
that. That's that confidence. That's that self confidence that you need when it comes to standing up on stage, whether it comes to singing, whether it comes to rapping, when it comes to performing in front of people. You
yeah,
have to have that charisma to throw the energy back at the people that's giving it to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're not
So is that
used to it,
energy the
go ahead.
talent? Is
All
that
right,
energy the talent?
right,
Do you gotta have talent to deliver that energy?
exactly.
That's what I
You
was trying
know,
to tell dude. I was talking to one of the comedians. I was telling him, I said, it's like you can go up there with all of this, man. You know what I'm saying? Go up there, everything done and rehearsed. That's how it's gonna sound, though. It's gonna sound rehearsed.
right,
If you don't go up there and originate this and just just be raw with it and deliver it with some energy that is unique to you,
right, right.
people. I believe in energy, so that's like people can feel that energy. You can
Hell
bring it
yeah,
just because you don't see it. Don't mean it ain't real. You know what I'm talking
hell
about?
yeah, hell yeah. And
You can bring
that's
that
that.
energy.
Right. That's what happens when when you think you know it all. You know what I'm saying? And you just will one show. It's another show. It's many shows that can either make you or break you. You know what I'm saying? And I for one, I know a lot of comedians that I know over the years. I'm not a comedian myself, but I'm a
Yeah,
businessman. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I'm a showman to myself. That's just me as a person. You know, I
yeah.
got charisma, baby. You know what I'm saying? I look good. You know what I'm
That's gonna
saying?
deliver wherever you go. Wherever
But
you go,
yeah, it's all
whatever
self
you mean to you.
confidence. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's self confidence. You got to be able to make them make them, like what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like
In the
it's
words of
got to be.
Ayala Van Zan, she said, "Demand respect, demand the attention. Don't command the attention. Because you commanding,
Yeah.
you're loud, and you all about you, which is cockiness. Demanding, all you do is walk in, and you already got that, and or you
Right.
just walk off on stage, and you got
Right.
that. You know what I'm talking about? So
Right.
I heard it when she said that. Demand, don't command. So that
I
I take that and I run with that.
I have a question from Miss Handy over here. Do you feel like when someone knows you're a comedian, do they expect you to be funny in regular conversation, or does it bother you?
Oh no, no. People do just say that all the time. They always be like, all right, I want to, if you're funny off stage and if you're funny all the time. Like me, the way I am on stage, I'm the same way off stage. So I don't present a different person. When I go up there and when I get on stage, I talk my truths. I tell my
Hell yeah.
stories that are relevant to me, and I'm not even really doing. I'm like when I do a show, I'm not really doing a show. I'm just up there.
Right. Right.
That's my attitude when I'm on stage. I'm just up there. I mean,
Right.
I don't really care about y'all. You know, so I'm just up there. That's what I like to do. God damn it, kiss my ass. So
See that you got. See, and that's what I'm noticing. I noticed that right before I met you. Before when I met you, I noticed that because see, I could read people, and I read that you have that Richard Pryor type of demeanor. You know what I'm saying? That I don't give a fuck type of attitude.
yeah,
If I fall, I don't give a fuck. I would just get right back up and do my thing. That's I can
hell
tell
yeah,
that that's you. You know what I'm saying? I just laugh at my goddamn self. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
that's
That's the
true.
way. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
hell yeah.
saying? That's the way you do, and that's what a lot of folks. And see, this is the thing. You got to be original. You got to be very original, like down packed. Because if you go in there trying to be Richard Pryor, you're going to fall because everybody already know Richard Pryor.
Yeah,
They want to know you as a person, You know what I'm saying? It's like, for example, it's like selling a product, right? They want to see the person who's buying your product. They want to see you first. They're going to see you first before they see your product. And you got to sell yourself like you selling fucking pussy on the street or selling hotcakes on the goddamn stove, like motherfucker. These hotcakes are the best, motherfucker, and they got to know that you got the best shit. In the world, you motherfucker, like you got to let them know. Look, I got in a prostitute's perspective, I got the best pussy in the goddamn world, baby. Come get it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna sell themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
And
true.
that's what gets the motherfucking money. That's what keeps you eating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And like I said, it's my fault for using that prostitute analogy. I know, it's a little off the wall, but
but
just
you
think
get
about it.
by. So
Just
I
think
mean,
about
you got in there because you prostituting. I mean, it ain't like he lying. He ain't lying. He not lying. He ain't nobody lying. Yeah, it's a fact. But yeah, that is what happens all the time. People say that all the time, man. People be like, man, are you gonna be funny today or what? Be funny, motherfucker. You don't get on my face. Be funny. Your mama funny. How about that?
yeah. It's
That's
just you gotta you gotta be able to move. You gotta be able to move the crowd and move them without moving them. Meaning, and if you really look at it, if you really, you know what I'm saying, if you really want to be technical, like you're supposed to just have the confidence. You're supposed to just know that you got it. People gonna know your confidence before they see you. You know what I'm saying? Even when somebody is talking about you, they're gonna know it by the next person talking about you that you're great because people go off word of mouth. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? They go off word of mouth, and you better put and it's like what my guy Javier used to tell me: make your first thing that you do your first impression, because your first impression is going to be your last impression. Can
Your
be your
last,
last impression. You know what I'm
especially with
saying?
this, especially
If
with
you go
this.
on that stage and fail and quit and give up and do all that shit, you don't know who's watching you. You
Yeah,
don't know who's watching that show. You don't know who's going to come to your event. You don't know who's going to sit in that audience and watch you perform.
that's one
You
thing I
could be
love
a
about comedy, though. It's
yeah,
always somebody. It's always different. Someone different in the crowd. It's always a different person, a different group. What I'm talking about? It's always something different. So yeah, like you said, you never know. And when the light come on and the crowd dim out, you get in that zone. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
that's you find a love in that. You know what I'm talking about? Then you get off
Right.
stage and then you hear applause. And usually when I hear applause, it's like, okay, cool. But like I said, I'm just here. I'm not really doing
Right.
it for
Right.
the applause. You can clap if you want to. I'm gonna still talk about you. But that's just it.
I
You know what I'm
feel
saying?
you.
I'm gonna tell my damn story, and this is what I'm gonna do. Um, and then put a little twist on it because it is a show. So you do gotta put a little show to it, a little showmanship, which is cool. And that's just to sell tickets, which you can do
Right.
that because you gotta put a flavor in people's mouths, and that's true. With the like the other thing about comedy is like with a song, if you're a singer or a rapper, you make 5, 6 bad songs, people they're gonna throw you out.
Right.
Nobody take that good song. You make a banger after 5 trash songs, oh you hot again. You know what
Right.
I'm talking about? And
That's
that
that's
can happen.
yeah.
But
That's
with
how.
comedy, no.
Yeah. One
You
performance
trash the
could fuck.
first time, bye. We're not buying this. We're not coming to
Right.
sit down for no hour or 2 hours. You know,
Right. And your confidence in the way you bombed, it follows you. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed that when, say like if you be nasty to a person when they first see you, or when they first say like you at a convention. In my case, I'm a comic book artist. Say like if they come to me at a convention, comic book convention, and they come to see me, they come to meet me, the man behind Jarhead or whatever, and I come at them all ignorant, all asshole, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna take that and they're gonna be like, they're gonna word of mouth, going to get around. And I heard a lot of conversations about people open, you know what I'm saying, and it gets around quick.
oh
It's like
yeah,
wildfire. That shit is spread like a motherfucker. And that's why I said, like, be careful how you handle certain situations. Be on your best behavior at all costs, because you
yeah,
just never know. One person could be buying your shit, one person could be watching your show, and then all of a sudden you could be and you having a bad day that day, nigga. You could be on your way. Your show shit could be canceled right then and
Yeah.
there, right? But you could be treating everybody having a good day, and you bang that shit out, and then all of a sudden you're on your way to having your own special on Netflix or getting paid millions of dollars to do specials and shit, and you just blown up because one
Yeah.
person seen you, and that shit spreads. It spreads
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it starts
It's
from a number. Uh,
yeah.
that's why I believe in everything. I feel like, when people ask God for things, they ask things for they can do. They ask for things that are reasonable, that fit within a box.
Mm-hmm.
And when they, and I always look at them like, why do you ask for that when you can do that yourself? Ask something that you can't do and stop putting limitations on what God can do. You know what I'm talking about? Because God can do something that big. You say you went to a mic show where usually only 9 people ever show up, and
Mm-hmm.
for years only 9 people ever showed up at this show. But and then you ask God, God, give me a break, let me make it, and you keep going, you keep taking those steps, and you keep pushing in faith. One person that might have the hookup might be just in town. Hey, yeah, I heard about this. There's an open mic over there. Let me go check it out one time. Boom. It's only 9 people here. I'm gonna go ahead and watch the show anyway. And then boom, there you go. And then you got to stop putting those big possibilities and making them so impossible. A lot of people do that. A lot of people do that. They do that so many times. So I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I believe a mountain can be moved and all stuff like that. So I don't ever miss nothing if I can help it.
Right. Right.
As
And
long as
that
I can take that step, I'm on my way.
right. And that's all about taking your time, you know what I'm saying, and allowing God to be the driver in your car. If you really look at it, say like for example, okay, you ask him to bring the people, right? But you also got to ask him to make sure you perform the right way for the people, for that person, because you know God, He's going to do something big. He always do. He's a big God. He moves big. He
Yeah.
always gives it big. So always remember, you know what I'm saying? When you ask God to do something, He's going to do it bigger than what you want. You know what I'm saying? He don't move in a little small portions. He'll only give you small portions if you ask for small, but he'll give you something big if you ask for big, and he'll prepare you for that. Even if what he'll do, even if he'll sit you right in the middle in the midst of the wolves, and he won't expect you to eat. You know what I'm saying? He won't expect you to beat all those wolves at one time. He'll expect you to stand your ground and fight.
Yeah.
He won't expect you to beat all those. He knows those wolves is going to take you. He knows those wolves going to eat you alive, but he expects you to fight. As long as you're fighting, he's going to fight for you. But if you're
Yeah.
not fighting, if you're not putting your hands up and you're not fighting, he's not going to fight because how you going to say, God, give me this, and you're not fighting for it?
You don't want it. You don't want it.
And for the
But you're
simple
gonna think the
fact is,
same thing.
exactly,
You're gonna think the same thing.
you got to have a vision. A vision. A man without a plan shall perish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I see a lot of people perishing because they ain't got a plan to back that confidence. You can say you have most confidence like I do. You can say that you can do what I do, but if you ain't got no plan like I have, you're gonna fall flat on your face. You know, and for the simple fact, the world is full of people who are, you know, basically make are like trying to be something that they're not. God is looking for a motherfucker that's willing to stand up and fight for what they believe in, fight for what they desire, fight for everything.
Yeah.
You want it? Go get it. That's all he wants you to do. Go get it, and he'll do the rest. If
You
you
gotta
ain't, if you
keep the
ain't,
building, maintain
yeah, if
that
you,
building,
yeah,
and have strong
he
soldiers.
ain't gonna give you $1 million if you can't handle $1,000, 100,000. He ain't gonna give you. He ain't gonna give you 100,000 if you can't handle 1,000.
Yeah,
No, like for example, like there's a lot of guys in this in the world, young men getting millions of dollars or thousands of dollars, right? That is another way to hang yourself. Basically, these big corporations is giving you rope to hang your, giving these young boys ropes to hang themselves because they know these boys is not going to take the knowledge that is given them. They know these young boys is not going to ask questions, and they know they're not going to look at their contract. And they also know that they're not going to read their contract, rather more than fucking, like ask what the fuck is going on.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Hell yeah, man. And for the simple fact, like I said, if you really want what you're asking for, you're going to go through that. You're going to have patience with it because you're going to go through step by step with God. I'm telling you now, you're going to have to go through step by step. And I'm talking about the growth period. I'm talking about the 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 growth spurts, the growth pains. Like, oh my God, like it's gonna take its toll. It's going to take time for you
Yeah,
to get where you want to be. It may take you 90 years to get where you want to be, but as long as you got there and long as you are making it happen,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Well, at 90, I want to be dead at 90. I ain't trying to live that long. But if God gonna wait that long, we're gonna have to have a conversation. Especially if you're gonna wait till 90. Yeah, I don't need it now. Just take me to heaven. Shit. I'm tired now.
I'm just saying, you get what I'm saying, man. I'm just saying from
And
a
diapers. So
from
I'm gonna be on stage in a diaper and shit. Oxygen tank and shit. Yeah, so I'm gonna tell you all these jokes.
yes, you
I
got to
took
have a
the kids.
vision, man.
Huh?
Yes, you got to have a vision because if you don't have a vision, you're moving in a wrong direction, And for the simple fact, bro, like I've seen so many people, so many young men, um, just walk around and got billions of dollars in their pocket, right? Thousands of dollars, throwing it all around, women, apparel, cars. But what is it that you got it and you ain't doing nothing with it? You know what I'm saying? You got it, and it's like what you said, wanting to be a rapper. You seen the loopholes. You seen a lot of the shit that they was going through. What made you not want to do it?
With rap. You got with rap. You can't be who you want to be. You got to be what sells. You got to be
Right,
what the trend is. You got to be what people like. You can rap all you want to. You can have the hardest bars, the hardest songs. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't gonna get nothing from it. Not unless you sign this here deal, and this here deal uh, end up with your ass jammed up in the end in some shape, way, shape, or form. Because you gonna have to sell something to get this, and that's
right.
what rap has come down to. As far as the music industry, comedy too. I believe comedy, a lot of the stuff is getting boxed in. So it's possible. It is possible to break ground without having to do that. It's going to be harder. It's going to take longer, but it's possible to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, hell yeah. It takes longer because you're not selling your soul. You're not going for a lot of the shit that these other comedians go for. Like I know a lot of comedians that have that's taking the road you're taking and is doing pretty well, pretty good. They're actually, in a they're actually up there with the big ones. but they're not getting the traction as the big people, but they have the talent and they have the gift bigger than the big ones. You know what I'm saying? And for the simple fact, it's like I just feel like a lot of people are so quick to down the little man. You know what I'm saying? Just because he don't have the numbers, just because he don't have the following behind him,
Yeah.
he's not good enough to be in my presence. You know what I'm saying? And that's not right. That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Because a
People
lot of
forget.
people, what you say?
The people forget.
Yeah, they do forget. They
Yeah.
forget that you started at the bottom. They forget that you started at the bottom. Now you're on your way to the top. And
Yeah.
one thing I always learned that the people who overlooked you and treated you like shit are going to be the same people coming down as you're going up. They're going to be watching you as you go up, and they're going to see you coming up, and they're going to be going down. They're going to try to pull you down with them, but
Yeah.
they won't be able to. You know what I'm saying? And the fact is that me as a person, I've firsthand seen all that. It's been happening. It happened to me before plenty of times, and I'm still standing here, baby. You
Yeah.
ain't get me.
That's
But
slick like grease. Slick like grease.
hell yeah,
But yeah,
hell yeah.
like I watched. You get a chance to watch this too. It's called Before They Were Kings. It's on Tubi. And
Mhm.
it's got all the big wigs on there. It's got Dave Chappelle, D.L. Hewley, Steve Harvey, Martin Lawrence, uh, Richard Pryor is on that one, I believe. No, he is not on that one. He's not on that one. Those are the four ones I remember for sure. But they're all on there. Kevin Hart was on there. And it's called Before They Were Kings. And this club, this is back when it was just getting started. So they weren't making no money. They probably got paid $200 a show for that night, $100 or $50 or something. And then the club, nothing but white folks, and they were refrained from what they're allowed to do. You can tell if you watch it, you listen to how they talk and how they tell their jokes, then to how they do them now, and
Mhm.
because they can't, they're not allowed to use the word nigga at all or cuss on that stage. It was improper, you know, and but they had to do what they had to do. But they had no support as far as the black community or anybody else. Their numbers were low, so that's why they were doing that stage because they had to do what they had to do to get to where they are now. And they knew, and
Mhm.
you could just tell, you know, it's just an energy I can tell because it was nothing but black comedians, and the whole damn club is white. And this is back in the day, so it was a little bit of in the air. So they couldn't use the word nigga, they couldn't cuss, they had to dress, tuck their shirts in. They couldn't be talking about, they couldn't use vulgar situations or nothing, and they still had to be funny. That was the tiny ass hoop that they had to jump through, and that's the bottom. And that's what people forget, that it's hard to come up, but as long as you keep pushing, you're gonna get that on. So that's why I watch that. That inspires me. I watch that show, and that inspires me. But like, damn, y'all went through this. This is a lot. This is. I know they had a degrading feeling inside them. I know they felt somewhat degraded because they were oppressed, but yet they still did it because this is what they wanted to do.
Mm. And see, that's the thing. You're gonna have to go through those things. That's getting try. That's getting going through the fire and coming out as gold. You're gonna have to go through that fire, and you're gonna have to get your
Yeah,
feet burned a little something something. You're gonna have to go through the trials. You're gonna have to go through the tribulation. You're gonna go through the most hostilest crowds, the most hostilest environments, and you're gonna have to go through that. That's just a way of being trained. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
I might
Because
be
it's
out
gonna be
there in
time.
New Jersey, where you at, and get on some of the mics out there. I ain't been out there yet, out
Right?
to the East Coast. And I know y'all got a lot of nightclub venues out there, and a lot of comedy club venues out there.
Well, we have some down here. You know what I'm saying? I've been the one. This was like years ago. Been the one years ago where it was Red Grant was headlining and everything. He's one of my favorite comedians. Red Grant, so funny. Funny is one of the funniest. But yeah, actually, that was crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want people to understand that it's not getting up to where you want to be is something that you're gonna have to get there. You're gonna have to work to
Yeah,
get there. Ain't no taking those shortcuts. Ain't no nothing. You know, even if you do take that shortcut, you know, she ain't gonna learn nothing. You ain't gonna learn a damn thing. Damn thing by getting up there fast.
yeah,
If you
that's.
take that broad, no, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I was saying, I was just saying that's true because
Yeah,
come fast, leave fast. So
yeah. You know, if you take that broad road, what's gonna happen is you're gonna go through the shit that I'm talking about. You're gonna go through the hiccups and all that stuff. But at least you're learning patience. At least you're growing. At least when you go through those bumps in the road, you at least you're gaining scars. You're gaining that skin to that hard skin to go through those growing pains, to get through those storms, to get through those times where you ain't got no money and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? These people
yeah,
that's getting these quick jobs, that's getting these quick money, and going through that I'm in narrow road. I'm going through that. The broad road is broad. I'm talking about the narrow road. The narrow road is where you get all the hiccups and all that shit. The broad road is where it's nothing but straight good shit. Not good in the sense of you're being strict. Not well, you get what I'm saying. Straight shit
yeah,
where you the broad road where you ain't got to go through shit. You ain't going to learn shit. You ain't going to learn nothing. And then once you go through there, ain't no coming back because you already did what you did. You know what I'm saying? But maybe that's God's way of getting your attention. I give you what you want. I give you all you what you want. But you're gonna have to see the devil, and the devil gonna give it going hit, gonna kick you in your mouth, and you gonna fall.
yeah, yeah. The
You know what I'm
devil,
saying?
and people, people forget that, you know, not only God can bless you, but the devil can bless you too.
Hell yeah, I learned.
Got gifts. He got gifts. He can bless you. He got the same. God deemed all his angels with the same power as him, and so the devil has the same gifts. So the devil can bless everybody. That I can bless you, didn't give you all that, and then people up here, thank you, God. That God didn't give you that. I'm talking about people who gamble. You know, I did buy a lottery ticket, but thanks. Did buy one. Sorry, I prayed when I got it, but I'm trying still. He's still working on me. Still working on me. When people win the scratch off, I'm like, thank God. God ain't had nothing to do with this. Okay, God ain't had nothing to do with this. The gambling is a sin. You know, and how you know if the devil gave it to you or God gave it to you is that if anything that comes to you, it won't have any sin in it. You know what I'm talking about? So that's how I be telling people the difference between who blessed you. You know, you can say thank you to the devil that you won that $150 off that scratch off. I don't know. What he knows is you gonna go buy a 40 ounce and get drunk and probably end up crashing your car. And he gonna be sitting there laughing. So that's the difference.
Yeah, see when that situation too. See when God bless you, He's blessing you to bless the people around you, the
Yeah,
multitude. You know what I'm saying? He ain't just blessing you just to bless yourself. He's
yeah,
blessing you to
true.
bless the people that helped you along the way.
That's why
But
I don't be gambling, but
but
I be asking God, be like, well, I'm not gonna gamble. but can you possibly have somebody drop a big ass envelope full of money? It ain't gambling. I'll pick it up. That's you. I can tell you. I'm gonna thank you when I find it. But we can do it that way, then it's cool. I ain't gotta buy a lottery ticket or nothing like that. So we'll do it that way.
But hold up. Commercial check me, please. Back up, back up, back up. Nah, yo, thank y'all for watching. This is awesome. This is an awesome show going on. But I need y'all to hit subscribe and like the content and hit that notifications bell and get all that is the In Your Face show whenever we go live, whenever we do something, whenever we do shorts, whenever we come out with something short, whenever we come out with merchandise, all of that. So you'll be updated and everything and notified whenever we go live. Back to the broadcast at hand. Rewind. There you go. Well, what I was trying to say is that I feel what you're saying, bro, and that's the whole situation is, man, is that when God does bless you, He's blessing you to help others. But there's a but. Now, what He wants you to do is bless the people, but let Him lead you. Let Him lead you. Let Him lead. What I mean by let Him lead, meaning He'll tell you who to bless and who to give to. He ain't just going to tell you to give to any old body, because not everybody is going to be appreciative of what you're giving them.
True.
And for the simple fact, you being a comedian, man, what's the most hostilest crowd you ever been in front of?
Black people.
He said black people. Why?
Black people are so damn hostile. I don't understand. Black people, because black people, we care about our money. But when you buy a ticket, we passionate about what the fuck we gonna see. Nigga, if you don't make me laugh, I'm gonna be real mad. Because I had to get a babysitter and all that stuff. Black people are the most hostile crowd. White people, they a little bit lighter. Literally, but they a little bit lighter on you. I think it's because they know that we already been through slavery, so they ain't trying to be more mean. Don't nobody want to look racist.
He said black people though. But I just want to know why. What's wrong with black folks? What's wrong? I know we could be damn. I know we could be very, very aggressive. I know we can be very aggressive when it comes to, not being entertained. You know what I'm saying? But you in the business where you got to perform, man. I mean,
yeah. They hostile. I mean, it's different energies you got to bring. But black folks, they want it raw. They want you to bring that raw energy, and keep it real and stuff like that. I'm like, well, whatever. I like I said, I'm gonna do me. God damn it. Anyways, this is me. Period. Take it how you take it. But black people have that. There's a stigma also in the black community with black men, the grown black men. Don't no man want his wife to turn around and see him laughing at this man making him laugh. For some reason, I don't know. But I heard that. So they spent a lot of time doing it, the whole show like this. Look around before they laugh and shit. Like, nigga, it's okay to laugh. It's all right. Yeah, it's a comedy show. It's not, it's cool. But there's a stigma. I guess because laughter is it's a sign of vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? It's an emotion that shows physically. And when people are at home and they got a lot of stuff they're dealing with, I don't know what people in the trenches or whatever. I'm talking about the trenches or whatever. They don't like to show no emotion to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. Especially people who've been locked up, they don't want to show no emotion to nobody because showing a sign of emotion is a sign of weakness, and weakness is vulnerability, and that's what their stigma is. It's a psychology thing. So you'll see that. I see that a lot when I do black crowds. With a lot of our, brothers out there, man. I'd be like, damn, bro, it's okay to laugh. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. You can do that. You here, you made it. You good. You out? Are you out? Did you get released? Or are you going back? I don't know. You here. Thank God. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I do when I get on stage. I'm like, I'm gonna just remind you to be happy about where you at, man. Like, you here. You know what I'm saying? Be happy about that. It's okay to celebrate that. Maybe you gotta go back and do some shit later on. Maybe you got some drugs on you. I don't know. Maybe you got a warrant. In that case, you might not want the light on you. We're not gonna talk about you no more. I had several people like that. They're like, they stop talking about me. But it wasn't for that reason. It was for the reason that, they weren't there with the woman they were supposed to be there with. So
Right.
Get the light off of me, bro. Get the light off me. Ain't no damn cameras. But shit like that happens a lot. And then, but I think that's what raises a lot of the hostility. Other than that, everybody's cool. Everybody else is cool. All the other crowds, white crowds, mixed crowds, universal crowds, I really never had that issue. But it's black folks. It's us. And then a lot of that shit is derived from the Apollo, where you can boo a motherfucker off stage. Goddamn. And that never died. But I probably would do the Apollo. No sound. Got no sound.
No sound, right?
You got you.
All right, thank you. But now, what I was trying to say is that, for the simple fact, a lot of the situations that we dealing with, what I'm saying, here today, what I mean, us as black people, black people, black people, you know, is is it over? I'm just now able to tune in. It's not over. It ain't gonna be over. No, you just now tuning in, baby. It's always time. But
Mm-hmm.
Melissa Marie, it's never over, baby. It's never over. Not when I'm here. Ain't no part here I get there. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. But
Mm-hmm.
what I'm trying to say is that, is there a what are the things that you do to, before you get on the stage? What are the things that you do to prepare yourself?
Have a drink. Just one now. Just one. I do pray. I do a prayer. And that's it, man. I sit there. I prepare myself. I think about the goal.
Right.
And then right at that point, as soon as I think about the goal, everything falls away.
Right.
Just think about that goal and I go. And it's like, yeah, I'm ready to do whatever now. And then,
Ania Maro Picasso.
Anaya, yeah.
Anaya. Sorry about that, love. Anaya.
Yeah, when we do a show out here, man, like in my city, just with the family, we're talking about 60 people be in front row already. Family and friends. And they be the first ones, ground one. They want me to make it because they tired of working.
Don't let them hear.
They tired of working.
They tired of working. The way your face was, you were like, they tired of working.
Yeah, I know you get tired of your boss like
You
that.
tired of working.
Janize, if he don't hurry up, tired.
No, no. He said he tired of working. But I mean, damn, they put all that pressure on you like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit,
I know
yo,
what they
but
gonna do. I know what they gonna do. Everybody gonna quit their jobs and come over and say, "Hey, no, hey, nothing."
he said ain't nothing.
That's what's
so,
gonna happen.
so like basically, you being the comedian that you are, what type of style would you consider yourself?
Um, just Janize. That's like I said. I don't change my demeanor. I don't change my tone. Like y'all watch the rails that I uploaded and I put on my page. You can tell I'm talking in the same tone. I'm talking the same stories, same demeanor, same energy. I don't change nothing about what I do, and I'm just up there. Like I said, I'm just up here. Like I'm up here on the mic. Man. I just have the mic now. That's all. Other than that, I'm doing that somewhere. I'm doing the same thing that I'm doing on stage at the bar. I'm
Right,
doing the
right,
same
right,
thing I'm doing on stage, watching TV. With people around me. I'm
right,
doing, I'm doing this. I'm doing the same thing. Nothing's
right,
changing. Except I might have some material I'm gonna lay out. And follow that
right,
format a little bit. But in between, shit, I'm still just up there.
right, right, right.
And
Hold
that's why I
on.
don't feel any way about it half the time. That's why people are like, you never get nervous. Not at first, yeah, but as soon as you realize, you put yourself in that, and everything falls away, it's just like whatever. Cool, let's go. You know.
I feel you. I feel. Hold on for a second. Can commercial check me, please, real quick? Hello, everybody. Yo, yo, yo. For all the new people that came in, I would love for y'all to like and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell, bang, and to get everything that is for the In Your Face show, everything when we go live and all that good stuff. Now back to the broadcast at hand. Rewind. All right. So what was you saying, my man? Damn, why am I so God damn. How many years have hold on. You watching the goddamn okay. When we were young, he got the biggest laughs doing impersonations and of family members. He just kept getting better at comedy. You damn right. Yeah, I can see it. You know what I'm saying? He has his own natural style. Sorry for the messed up throat, goddammit.
No, it's all good. You got me some funnie on?
What'd you say?
Now just make sure you're all right.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just clearing my throat. Clearing my throat. Yeah, she said.
Yeah.
When we were young, he got the biggest laughs doing impersonations of family members. Just kept getting better at comedy. Hell yeah. You got that. You got the it factor. It's just not a lot of people. You just don't have the. You have the following. You know what I'm saying. You just don't have it like the Kevin Hart's and all those people. You know what I'm saying. And it
Yeah.
takes time. It takes time to get that following. You know what I'm saying. It takes time.
Oh, we're
Like
gonna get there. Yeah, we're gonna get there. It's preordained. So I'm not anxious at all anymore. I used to be anxious, so I'm just like I said, keep putting my foot forward, and then allowing my path to be set. As long as the path is set, I'm
yeah.
steps.
Yeah, take it one day at a time. That's all you got to do because at the end of the day, a lot of what you're doing, you know what I'm saying, you're basically going through this to help the next person in line to want to do what you're doing. You're affecting a young man's life by doing what you're doing. He's going to see this. He's going to see what you're doing now, and he's going to see it, and he's going to be like, "Man, I want to do what Janice doing." Janice doing. And is that's what we do it for. We do it for the young ones. What I mean, we do it for the people that's coming up after us. And like I said, doing podcasting and all that shit. This
Yeah.
shit is not easy. This is not
Oh,
easy at
no,
all.
no, you gotta get that off the ground too. I know that's a heavy lift. You know.
What? When I say heavy lift, nigga, when you put out something and you don't get the support that you want, you have to work for that shit. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's a many nights I was disappointed and pissed off and hurt because of I didn't get the support. But it's okay though. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I live to go through this stuff. Just like you're living to go through a lot of the stuff that you're going through because that just lets you know that you're on the right path. That just lets you know that you're on the right path of getting what you need, getting where
But
you're
the
going.
devil fucking with you. The devil will be the one to tell you, and you hear him too. You gotta be able to understand that and hear the difference between God talking to you and the devil talking to you. When the devil start talking to you, it sound like you. It sound like you.
Hmm.
Man, this shit ain't never gonna happen. This shit is not going nowhere. Just do something else. Let's do something else. Give up. And it sound like you, and it feel like you. Right? You gotta understand that's the devil talking to you. Then in the back of your head is a faint ass voice that we ignore, but you still hear it. But it's really faint, and it's that really faint voice that makes you wake up and go do the shit again. And you wondering why you doing it again, but you still heard it like, I'm gonna do this shit. You think it's you telling yourself to do it, but we gotta remember that's God talking to us. A lot of people don't even know that. People think it's themselves talking to themselves and themselves talking themselves out of stuff, themselves talking themselves into stuff. No, it's not. You play a part in it, but you don't play that part in it. When you start telling yourself and convincing yourself, that's you. That's you telling yourself, yeah. But when you start hearing it just out of nowhere, you got to know the difference. And you can hear it.
Yeah,
If you sit down and silence your mind and really hear it, you'll hear it. And it's sometimes it's hard to hear God's voice, but if you listen, it'll come in loud and clear. You know.
hmm. Oh shit. Oh shit. 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 Ah shit. Ah shit. Fuck. Fuck. Fuck.
What happened?
No, no, something happened. Something. No, just my. I clicked off the damn shit. My fault about that. My fault about that. I hate when my hand hits the wrong button. I'm back though.
There you go.
The fuck is this?
There's some matrix shit going on there. Oh, there we go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
we never lost sound. It's just it hit the screen a little bit.
Don't worry about it. But yeah, man, like it's a lot of the stuff. I hear what you're saying. You know what I mean?
So I wanted to know some things though, because you in New Jersey. What's the culture like with black folks like out there? How do black folks treat each other out there? On the
It's
street, like random black folks against random black folks, and in the club, how they, what is the association with each other out there?
it's different. It's just like any other place. You got your hostels. You got Um, the mellow people, like that's mellow, that's laid back. You know what I mean? But it just depended on what part you go to. That's all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because out here, it's I was gonna say different too. But out here, we have such a disconnection with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Black folks out here uh, don't even greet each other for the most part, unless they're at church. That's bad. It's funny, but it is bad because you walking and you say what's up to somebody. They really on what's up. Nah, not like that. I'm saying hi. I literally have to say hi or hello. You can't
Uh-huh.
say what's good, what's up, because those transform and into other stuff. So that's why I was asking about that. Like, does that change? 'Cause I know it's more of us on the East Coast.
Right, right,
Out
right.
here in Tucson, Arizona. In Phoenix, though, Phoenix is turning into Chicago/California. You know, I don't know if you ever been
Damn.
out there, but if you go out there, you understand what I'm talking about.
Shit. I thought Arizona was laid back.
Yeah, I mean it was for a while, and it turned into a state to where people had that idea about Arizona, laid back, cool, the desert. Let me go over there where it's empty, and when you get a million people and a million people and a million people and a million people having the same thought that are in every area, and then in the heavy areas, and they all have the same thought and they all come and collide, it changes the whole area. And
Right,
that's what
right.
happened. Tucson, I looked at it, I think 2 weeks ago, has become the highest, um, not Tucson, Arizona. Arizona has become the highest ranking populated city, the highest growing populated city in the U.S. As of 2 weeks ago, I believe. Highest growing in the U.S. Number one state, and it's for that reason. So it's
Mm.
definitely a lot different than people assume it to be. Once you come out here, you understand what I'm talking about. So it changes a little bit. Back in the day, it was the same, but now, yeah, it's changed up a little bit. I call it the California state. So pretty much because it's pretty much connected, and everybody crossing over and doing anything, and everybody from Arizona leaving Arizona.
I hear a spearfeather say, "Yep." When I lived in Albuquerque, New Mexico, we'd stare at each other like we were looking in a mirror, puzzled by what we saw. Barely say hi unless someone was trying to holla. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
because you got to talk. They don't talk. We don't. You don't talk to each other. If it's talking, it's hostile, and I don't know where that come from. To be honest, I don't. It could be because everybody's not from here.
Right.
So when
I
they say,
mean,
huh?
coming down to New Jersey, we're more friendly. You know what I'm saying? More like because we're city people, a lot of us, and
Yeah.
city. You know what I mean, and we know how to talk to each other.
Yeah, because
Like
everybody integrated. Y'all in the city. Everybody's in the city. So
right, right.
that might be it. That might be it. I hear it's a disconnect. It's a
I mean,
bad disconnect.
yeah. I
It
mean,
turns
here and there. Go ahead, go ahead.
as it turns into a miscommunication
Right, right, right.
for the most part.
I
So
mean, here and there, here you get a disconnect connection with people from another spot. But furthermore, to be honest, like people who come here from other places like New Mexico, Arizona, it's a culture shock to them. You know what I mean? It's different. Way
Yeah,
different.
I believe that. I believe that.
You know what I mean? It's okay, for example, like for example, like in the South, we may everything that we get here, they may get it the next 2 months from now. You know what I'm saying? Or you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like some of the stuff that's old here may be new down south. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like I
Out here too.
heard from a lot of people that's like that.
Out here too. Yeah, we get it. We get it late out here too.
Yeah, man, that's
I mean, that
crazy.
that might be different now because the internet and
Social media.
social media and platform now. But definitely,
Hmm.
that's how I recall that happening. Everybody on the East Coast is gonna get it first, and it will come back here later. You know what I'm talking about, or to the South later on. And then
Right,
by
right.
that time, the East Coast is already on the next thing. So, and then yeah, that's true. That's just how it works because the headquarters is out there.
Hmm.
And then if we talking music, pretty much, yeah. But so yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, man. So I got a question. You know, where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Oh yeah, the employer asked me the same question, and he didn't like my answer. He knew I was lying. He knew I was lying. Well, I see myself still working here, sir.
All right, let me rephrase the question. Let me rephrase the question.
I'm like, shit. If I'm still working here, goddamn it, I better be having your job. That's what I'm really.
Uh,
No, so gotta be 8 years in. We're gonna have a special done. We're gonna have a special done by then. At
what
least
you say?
one. So I gotta have a special done by then. At least one.
Well, hey, anything's possible. You
Yeah, at
know.
least one. I'll have one done. I'll have one done. So I'll figure that out. And even if I gotta do it myself,
Yeah,
comedians did it themselves and they had to. So
anything's possible.
did you watch
Just need.
Monique's?
What'd you say?
Did you watch Monique's special that she put on
Hell
Netflix?
yeah, hell yeah, yeah.
What's your opinion about her cussing in the motherfucker? Because everybody's going off on her about that.
Man, let her do her.
That
Like,
was my answer.
huh?
I said that was my answer. I said if I ever met Monique, I would tell her like that was a dope motherfucking show. Yeah,
Yeah, be
I'll use
yourself.
her.
If you can't, if you can't fucking be yourself, then why do the show?
They were criticizing her for being herself. They didn't want Monique to, I don't know what pedestal they put Monique on, but Monique never asked to be put on no damn pedestal. From what I understand about her, she from the Bronx, and she told everybody, or Baltimore, um, don't put my ass on no pedestal, and that's what happened.
Well, I mean, when you're when you do a lot in the industry, and when you got a big following like she do, they're gonna do that. They're gonna
Yeah.
force it on you.
Mm-hmm.
You can
Yeah.
tell them all you want, not to like. You can do it all you want. They still gonna do it because that's what society is. They force shit on you. They make you do. They try to make you do what you don't want them to do.
That part. Yeah, that part.
But what if you don't do what they want you to do? What they'll do is try to supposedly cancel you, cancel you.
Yeah, that word right there, man, cancel. I know I'm about to get used to that.
I mean, I tell you like this, man. Like, look, how can you cancel something by? How can you cancel something that is uncancelable? You can't cancel nobody out this world.
True.
It does. It only can be canceled if you stop it and give up. That's the only way.
Throwing the towel, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only way it can happen. Other than that, ain't shit getting canceled. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
nah. Um.
Yeah. Unless, like you said, you throwing the towel, yeah. You're throwing that
Yeah.
towel. You call shots as far as you want to go. I'm
Hell
already in,
yeah.
so uh, really ain't really nothing gonna stop what I'm trying to do. I'm gonna keep going and just keep doing what I need to do. Period.
Hell yeah. So, you know, is there anything else you want to talk to the people? Tell to the people?
Uh, yeah. So what people need to start doing, because I hear a lot of stuff about um, when I say post, like, share, we put up content like that, and then a lot of times we get a rebuttal talking about, okay, you post, like, share, reciprocate. That's not considered support. And people don't understand that. Support means I'm gonna go ahead and push you whether you do the same for me or not. That's the true meaning of support. So people gotta start learning how to start doing that for each other. Because when you push somebody, it's what the pastor told me. What these are the words of my pastor. If you push somebody and you go further and they go further, you go further too. You know what I'm saying? If they get wet, you gonna get wet. They get sunlight, you get sunlight. But if you're not there behind them, you're not gonna get what they're going through. You're not gonna be able to touch what they're touching. And people got to understand that we got to start doing that with each other. And stop trying to be the only light. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's enough. It's enough light out here for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's enough light out here for everybody, and you gotta have your own light. Have your own light,
Mm-hmm.
man. Stop trying to just worry about you being bigger than the next person and hope that you can help push the next person up. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and I had that argument all the time. Like, well, you didn't share my stuff. Well, I would, but first of all, because people just assume that you doing it on purpose. Okay, well,
Right.
I didn't see it. Sorry. But I will when I get to it. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm not gonna push yours because you didn't push mine. Well, damn. One thing about mine is fueled by my God. One thing about yours is fueled by whether you gonna help somebody or not. So guess how far you gonna go with that?
Mm-hmm.
And when you're doing something that God's pushing you, you're gonna push everybody with you regardless.
Hell yeah.
When
Yep.
I got the inbox, I'm like, you doing the podcast, and I see you got you on 130th show, you pushing your way out.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows where you end up a year from now, or a week from now, or a month from now. You know what I'm saying? This footage is done. You got all your shows done. I can say, yo, I did that show. I was on that motherfucker at least one time. You know what I'm saying? So I would actually add it to the resume. A lot of folks is looking at it like, oh, man, you just doing that. Like, well, your goals only as small as your vision is only as small as your dream. So my dream is big. So therefore, this vision is big. Therefore, this interview is big.
Right.
So you just gotta get that mindset. Get that mindset, and then from there, boom. So definitely, then continuing to push everything. So I hope everybody do look at the content and they check out the rails. It's not enough to steal. All that stuff that I did put out is all been like none of it's written.
Hell yeah. I mean, all I ask for people is to share the live, share the
Yeah,
live, like the content, and subscribe. That's all I ask for. I don't ask for nothing else.
you
Just
on your
help
way
out.
though. You on your way though, because you doing this, and like I just seen this cat on YouTube, and I just heard his story. He was doing streaming and stuff like that on gaming. They say he was doing it for like 2 years. And for 2 years, he only got two viewers on all his videos. He did over like 400 or 500 videos. And he did one video, and that shot up. Now he has over 15 million subscribers on this thing.
Right,
It was just that one time. I'm like, damn, like that? He's like, yeah. And, he was showing off his stuff, showing off his cars and stuff. I'm like, that's cool and all, but that part.
right.
And that's the same
I'm
thing as you were talking about earlier. You don't know who's in the crowd.
right. You don't know who's in the crowd, so you be on. So you give your best show every show, because you never know. This could be the one show that could take you over the hump. You know what I mean?
I already know
But
it. I was supposed to go down to LA and do what's called a comedy store uh, out there in Cali, and I was supposed to go this weekend, but I didn't get to make it. And one of the dudes out here he was doing it's an open mic, and he went, but he didn't do the open mic. He just went to the show itself, and there was 10 comedians that did the open mic. They got 5 minutes each, and when he left. He said he was out there talking and smoking. He said the last person that came out was Dave Chappelle. And he said Dave Chappelle was back there the whole night watching everybody, laughing, smoking, chilling. I said Dave Chappelle was in there watching everybody, watching all the amateurs, that's what we call themselves, amateurs, because we doing open mics. Watch all the amateurs do their 5 minutes and they never knew Dave was back there. Because Dave, you'd be in the back. I'm like, damn. Okay, all right. I guess that happens. So Jay just popped in, and
yeah, man,
he spoke with one of the comics there.
that is only a matter of time. That's why I tell people, you never know who's watching. I'm telling you, never know. You never know. It could be God can send one of his angels and sit in the crowds and watch everything you're doing. And you bomb that night, that could be your blessing. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
true.
But luckily, knowing God, he'll make you go through it again so you can really get that blessing.
Yeah,
But if it's the enemy, shit, he gonna tear your ass down.
I say the same thing when I get fired.
I feel you, man. But nah, so I have a segment of the show, and it's called "You Pick 'em." Let's say you have a show. You have to have two openers and two headliners, but the middle of the show is made up of 6 or 7, maybe 8 other comedians. You have to pack that show. Who are you doing the show? But you could pick you could pick a host too. Just to let you know.
Okay. I would probably host it. Uh, this is a legendary show. So, do they have to be alive or
They could be down. They could be like, now. They could be dead or gone. Whatever.
okay? So I would have Cat Williams open the show up because Cat got that opening talent. far more. Just he can bring and open up, and open the can pretty much. So he will open it and do his thing. Right after him, we'll bring Eddie on, Eddie Griffin, and Eddie will be on there to do his main thing as well. So it'll be Cat Eddie. After Eddie, we'll go ahead and bring Kevin. Let Kevin do his thing. Because we're gonna get to the headliners. We're gonna get to the headliners after that. So right after Kevin, I think I'm gonna do a duet type show, split that between Bernie and Martin, and then I gotta do my headliners. So my headliners are gonna be first Eddie, and he's gonna come off and bring Richard.
Okay. That'll work. That'll work.
And
You know,
heavy show right there.
awesome. That's awesome. you know, but um, is if there was any advice to give to the people coming up, what would it be?
What was that?
Okay, if there is any advice that you would give to the people coming up that want to do what you want, that want to do what you're doing, what would it be?
Oh, okay, yeah. I would just say, um, you have to be original. I know that the goal is to make people laugh, but don't worry about making people laugh. I was never given that advice, but that's something I picked up on my own.
Mm,
So you go on stage with the attitude that you want to make people laugh, the audience can read that, they feel it, and then it reciprocates from your performance rather than I'm just up here doing what I feel like I need to be doing.
right.
Because if you go up there to please other people, because you're not going to please everybody, it's impossible. You can't. You got to be able to. You got to go up there and be willing to just please yourself. Do what pleases you and what makes you happy. And if that's
Mm-hmm.
doing comedy on stage, then damn it, keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? But if you go up there and you're just hoping to make people laugh, this ain't the field because everybody ain't gonna laugh at everything. So
Mm.
and that's just true. You know, funniest comedians don't make 100% of the crowd laugh.
Damn.
So and when people, the reason why I say that is because just starting off, you don't know that. So when you see people not laughing, you start concentrating on them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You start focusing on them. Now you're trying to make this one person laugh that hasn't laughed the whole show because they don't think you're funny, which is fine. Now you just change your dynamic from the crowd to this person. Now, guess what? You just contrast. You just lost the crowd over one person. So that's why I said that's important. Just don't worry about trying to make people laugh. Even though you're doing comedy, don't worry about trying to make people laugh. Just go up there and do you. And that is one thing I hear all the time. I hear that all the time. I hear that from a lot of comedians I met. From D. Ray, Dion Cole, Eddie Griffin, Gary. All of them, they all gave me the same advice. Just go up there and just do you. Just be you. Shout out to Rob. Um, don't change nothing you do for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Just be original. Cool. I'll take that and I'll run with that then. Because the oppression is gone. So I'm glad that's done. They did that for
Mm.
us. So that opened that door. Before when they first started off, like I'm saying, when you watch that show, before they were kings, you can tell they couldn't just be them. They had to be what they were supposed to be in that box. Stay within this box. If you want to be anything, they did that they broke that open for us to get up on the stage and they try to be funny.
Right. Very understandable.
So, hoping everything, hoping everybody, and it's the same thing with podcasting. People don't be what everybody trying to want you to be entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Or rapping. Don't be what you want to be. Then, well, you can't get away with that with the music industry because you got to be that. That's why I stepped away from it. Otherwise, you ain't selling shit.
Right.
But with podcasts, this is raw as well. This is a raw art form. This can't be boxed. It's all about your originality, who you are, and all of that. That's what makes it more difficult to get off the ground, like comedy. It's hard to get off the ground because you're being you. And you got to find someone with that faith in you and that resources to lift your ass up.
Hell yeah.
For the most part.
Well, it's time for me to take us out. Thank y'all for watching. It's been well. I love y'all. Y'all mean the world to me. This has been the 123rd episode of the In Your Face show. And we out. Peace.